Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, video version. In this episode, this video, I'm going to share the Zodiac forecast for June 2026. So also check it out for your sun sign, your moon sign, if you know it, or your ascendant rising sign. This information will be on point for you. And as a special bonus, I'm adding your lucky days for June 2026 and an affirmation for each zodiac sign to ride through June. June 2026 astrologically is very action packed. It's a crossroads month. It's before we go into July when there's a lot of fire air action happening with the outer planets all at 4 degrees of fire and air. So we're preparing for that. But June has a lot of astrological activation starting on June 9th when the two benefics of Venus and Jupiter come together in the sign Cancer. So that's going to be very good for water and earth signs. Everybody should get a blessing. You should really know where is the sign Cancer in your natal birth chart. That's where you ask an astrologer, JillJardine.com, to find out how you're going to get that boost from the June 9th Venus-Jupiter conjunction. All the information about June is already in a audio podcast, which is accessible on all podcast platforms, the Believe, BLEAV network, as well as on YouTube. So check it out. But the other key points that are important to know about for June are June 14th is the Gemini new moon. So again, air signs, you're going to get activated. Where does Gemini fall in your chart? That's a new beginning. And again, I'll go through each zodiac sign so you can know how it's going to affect you. Then we go into the solstice when the sun goes into Cancer on June 21st, which shifts the energy. However, we don't leave Gemini for long as Manic Mars marches into Gemini on the 28th of June. He'll stay for about 6 weeks. And that is a very busy day astrologically, June 28th, because it's also the day Messenger Mercury moves retrograde in the sign Cancer. So we have that Cancer Gemini action still playing out. And the very next day on June 29th is the Capricorn full moon. So you're at Capricorn at the end of the month. And then we have the cherry on top at the end of June when jolly Jupiter jolts into Leo, where he will stay until July of 2027. So there's a lot of activity going on. And again, as I predict, July is going to be even more of an astrological action-packed month. So here we go. Tune in for your sun sign. We'll start with the birthday kids. Gemini, it's your month. The Gemini new moon gives you a reset with your identity, with everything that concerns you, because it's your first house of self. So it does open a new chapter for you. And you're going to actually get some opportunities on that June 9th conjunction in Cancer, because guess what? It's going to activate your second house of money. Woohoo! So that's going to be fun for you, Gemini, that you're going to get the blessing on the 9th, and the 14th is a new beginning. And you're going to find that you might have a little bit of a Midas touch leading through the 21st on the solstice. And on June 28th, Mars goes into your sign. So whatever you didn't get to complete or finish, you get to do it now. Mars is going to give you that extra oomph to carry out projects, to follow through. Gemini, sometimes you get distracted, but Mars working through your sign is going to give you the stamina and the follow through to complete things. And anything to do with communication is really, really good this month. Get out the word, spread the word, make your connections and contacts. And then we're going to have that Capricorn full moon on the 29th, which will get you moving and bring some things to completion and give you direction with your career. And then at the very end of the month on June 30th, Jupiter moves into Leo, which is going to be very auspicious for you, Gemini. So you got it going on. Don't forget, you got Uranus running through the early degrees of your sign. So it's time to start anew and get things moving. Your lucky days, Gemini, are, of course, the 14th at your new moon, but the day leading up to it, June 13th and 14th, are your lucky days. And your affirmation, Gemini, is I embrace my evolving identity with confidence and trust. And this is a good time for me to share the screen and show you what everybody has in store. If you can read this, here we go. There are the Cliff Notes version of what everybody can expect for their sun sign. So we're going to move into Cancer. It's a deeply karmic month for you, Cancer. You're feeling the transformation. You have the month basically until the 30th to finish up Jupiter going through your sign. And on the way out, you get that extra blessing on June 9th of the two benefics, Jupiter and Cancer coming together in your sign. So that's a very lucky cycle for you, Cancer. Uh, Anything you want to do around expansion and money is really going to be blessed this month. So wrap it up before Jupiter leaves your sign. And then on the Gemini new moon, that's happening in your karmic house. That's on the 14th. So again, here's the theme of wrapping some things up in early June to prepare for the moon at the when the sun goes into your sign on the 21st at the solstice, and also there will be Mercury retrograding in your sign. So even though Jupiter's leaving, you're still standing at a crossroads from completing the old and getting ready to launch into the new, Cancer. And it's really about loving yourself more. Take care of yourself, and all the other things will unfold. And there's a whole big blast for the past thing for you, too. You're remembering your childhood, maybe memories of family. And there's a real healing going on internally because of that, especially with the Mercury retrograde in your sign. So make the most of this lovely energy, actually, Cancer. It's very comforting. It can be very comforting. If anything emotional comes up, then heal it. We got to feel it to heal it, right? So don't suppress and just let it flow. Be with the flow. And your lucky days this month, Cancer, are June 15th and 16th. And here's your affirmation: I lovingly release the past and welcome emotional healing. That's what this month is all about. You got it, Cancer. Okay, Leo, you are in the wings waiting for your performance time at the end of the month when Jupiter jumps into your sign on the 30th. But before that, you have kind of a fun month under the mercurial energies of Gemini. Gemini, a lot of movement with Uranus and the sun there in the beginning of the month at the new moon on the 14th. That's very exciting for you. It triggers things around groups and associations and social connections. So get your groove on there, Leo. Make new contacts, uh, create some new energy with other people, and really be open to connect with groups in a different way. It's all about networking for you in June, Leo. And so Mars going into Gemini on the 28th is going to increase your social interactions. And so get your social life on. Don't be all work and no play, Leo. And the other thing that's very interesting for you is that the Capricorn full moon at the end of the month. Oh, by the way, the Mercury retrograde in your 12th house is all about finishing incomplete business. And you're going to want to do that all month long because jolly Jupiter leaps into Leo and it's all about you, expansion, new energy. So again, finish unfinished business before we go into July. Leo, your lucky days are the 17th and 18th of June, and your affirmation is I shine authentically and attract uplifting connections. Love it, Leo. Virgo, here we are. This is a big one for you. That Jupiter Venus conjunction in the sign Cancer could bring you a level of recognition, accolade. It's good for your reputation, which means that June is a good month for fixing your career. Really take care of your career, or on a bigger scale, your life purpose, your dharma, what you're here to do. The Gemini new moon is asking you to reset your professional life and look at ways that you can do things differently. You might be feeling pressure, but the Capricorn full moon is going to help you out quite a bit at the end of the month. And the Mercury retrograde in Cancer will let you go back and revisit and redo things so that you could really launch when it is your equinox at the end of August into September. So Virgo, this is a really good time for you to get your ducks in order. There's going to be some energy around that full moon in Capricorn to around love and romance. So get your groove on. And your lucky days are June 19th and 20th. Your affirmation, Virgo, is I trust my gifts and allow myself to receive recognition. Libra, here we go. Your worldview is expanding this month. The Venus conjunction happens for you in a house of travel, education. It's really about expanding your horizons. Plan those trips, take those trips. Libra, Mars in Gemini, the Sun and Uranus in Gemini in early June, and then Mars going in at the end of June is throwing that nice aspect air to air. So that's going to make you a little bit more social. And again, there's all kinds of information coming your way. So be discerning. Where do you want to put your time and attention, Libra? And as always, there's connection with others, but maybe carve some time out for yourself so that you can get grounded, Libra. So much air and fire can make you a little woozy. So kind of step back from the whirlwind, especially when Mercury goes retrograde at the end of the month, and feel it to heal it, just like some of the other signs are doing under the Mercury retrograde. And then when Jupiter goes in Leo, that gives you a big bump up and you come from a heart-centered place, as you love to do. Venetian ruled Libra. Your lucky days are June 21st, yay, the solstice, and the 22nd. And your affirmation is I expand, here we go. I expand beyond old limitations and welcome new possibilities. There you go, Libra. It's new horizons awakening. Scorpio. Ooh, you have to take advantage of Jupiter's final month in Cancer, sending you love and money, helping you with your finances. The conjunction of Jupiter and Venus is very auspicious for you. So you want to make the most of it. It can bring a cycle of financial growth coming up, spiritual insights, and opportunities for education. So take advantage of that. And talking about money, the Gemini new moon, Scorpio, will help you with clearing up debt, which is very important if you want to expand to the next level. And then at the end of the month, under the Mercury retrograde, you're going to get some help with going back and reorganizing, redoing things, planning, especially planning your financial future. The Capricorn full moon at the end of the month on the 29th can bring you some new level of recognition. So make the most of that, or that you get some accolades for your career, what you've done already. So that could be very uplifting for you to know that you have been doing a good job. Keep on keeping on. Your lucky days are the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of June, Scorpio. And your affirmation is I trust transformation and allow abundance to flow to me. That's a nice one. I say it again. Everybody, this is a good one for everybody to apply under the Jupiter Venus conjunction. I trust transformation and allow abundance to flow to me. Sagittarius, woohoo! All that Gemini energy is your polar opposite activating your relationship house. So, yes, it's all about relationships and association. And the other in early June, you may want to release people. Remember, we go into June coming off your Sagittarius full moon. So, you're going to be integrating all of that in early June. What's happening? The Gemini new moon, again, is going to put some pressure on you to look at who's with you, who's against you, so to speak, or who is going to help you in your life at this juncture and who may be draining your energy. And Sagittarius, more than most signs, it's really important that you focus on those things that you want to see coming to fruition because you can shoot those Sagittarian arrows up into the universe and you want to make sure they come back to you and bring you what you need. So watch for distractions this month, Sagittarius. Um, the Mercury retrograde in Cancer is going to bring issues around debts and monies from other people and unpaid debts, also money owed to you that you haven't got, energy exchanges within relationships. Are you the giver? Are you the taker? Is it imbalance? That kind of thing really is going to need to be sorted out all month long for a balance going forward. The Capricorn full moon kind of brings you a boon because it happens in your money house in your solar chart. So that's all about bringing money, self-worth. What do you value? You're looking toward financial independence. And so this will be a very good cycle for you. And then you get some love from Jupiter throwing a trine to you when he jolts into Leo at the end of the month and stays there for a year until July 2027. So get your groove on, Sag, to make the most of the Leo love lights coming your way. Your lucky days, Sagittarius, are the 26th, the 27th, and 28th of June. And here's a good affirmation for you, considering the highlight is on your relationship house this month. Here's your affirmation: I attract relationships that support my growth and freedom. Capricorn, here we go. It's your full moon month at the end of the month. So get ready and prepare. What needs to come to a culmination, Capricorn? What are you trying to finish before going forward? Yes, the later part of the month is going to be a little bit challenging for you because everything is going to be in your seventh house, which is your house of the other after the 21st. So take care of yourself, unfinished business. Deal with health, especially health, energy, get it all back. Um, and then there's a lot of behind the work scenes that hopefully you'll see things coming to fruition at your full moon. Mercury is going to go retrograde in Cancer. We're also going to have the Cancer equinox, as I said, starting at the solstice. And so, what does that mean for you? It means that you have to deal with relationship stuff. Maybe not your favorite, but you got to get the relationship house in order, and you could have some blasts from the past. So the good news for you is that full moon because it illuminates your identity, your life purpose, your emotional truth. And again, relationships may play into that for you. You are reaching a major personal and professional turning point. So it's kind of a big deal. Use the month to prepare for that, Capricorn. And your lucky days are, you get 4 of them: June 2nd and 3rd, and the 29th and 30th. So rock on in June, Capricorn. Your affirmation is, I am worthy of love, success, and inner peace. Aquarius, here we go. Oh my gosh, the Jupiter and Venus conjunction will activate romance for you. So get ready to receive. It also can give you a bump up financially. Pluto is retrograding now through your sign since May 6th. So this is kind of easing up some of the intensity of transformation on from Pluto on your natal sun or in your in your sign. It's really been forcing death, rebirth, and transformation. You get to take some time to breathe and integrate. And Gemini is throwing you some fellow air sign electricity with Uranus, your chart ruler, going through early Gemini, giving you some fun changes and some electrical magnetic expansion of your field, connecting in new ways with people, enhancing your outreach. The Gemini new moon amps up that 5th house of romance, creativity. It's good for connections with children. And so you'll do very well through the Gemini equinox that ends at the solstice on the 21st, and the sun goes into Cancer. You're going to then look at, oh my gosh, have I been spreading myself too thin? You want to bring all your energy back. The Mercury retrograde will help you with that. So take care of your physicality, your body. Get enough sleep, Aquarius. Don't forget, you're in a human form, even though you may be more of a galactic being. You want to reboot your physical energy because things are going to get wild in July and August. July, we have that air fire energy going at 4 degrees of all the air and fire signs. And then we're going to have eclipse season in August. So you got to rest up, Aquarius. the Capricorn full moon at the end of the month is going to amplify this theme of healing on an inner subconscious way, the deepest you can. If you can heal the emotions in the subconscious, the body will follow suit. So it's a good time for integration. Your lucky days, Aquarius, are the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th of June. And here's your affirmation. My creativity flows effortlessly and inspires others. I'm going to say that again. My creativity flows effortlessly and inspires others. Remember that, Aquarian, you're an inspiration to the collective. So bring out your gifts in June. Pisces, here we go. It's a deeply emotional time for you. And so the Venus Jupiter conjunction is going to focus around family and also your heartfelt desires. So the Gemini and new moon could trigger some upcoming changes in location, or at the very least, it's going to have you look at where you live, how you live, and maybe improve anything that you're dissatisfied with. The Mercury retrograde in Cancer and the Cancer equinox that starts on the 21st, Mercury retrograde on the 29th, is actually very good for you because it's going to give you some chance to play catch up. It's going to help you with reconnecting. You'll get some blasts from the past. And at the Capricorn full moon, this is very good for reinventing your career direction, your life purpose, how you want to put yourself out into the world, Pisces, and not drain your energy. So your lucky days in June, Pisces, are June 7th and 8th. And your affirmation is, my intuition lovingly guides me towards my highest path. Pisces, it will be a very powerful time for your intuition with the Cancerian planets. And take advantage of Jupiter in Cancer to attract what you need on the material plane, Pisces. Aries, June is wild for you, especially in the beginning. It activates your communication sector in your solar chart. So you're very mentally stimulated and maybe going here and there, traveling, communicating. The Venus Jupiter conjunction can bring a breakthrough for you for sure. And then the Gemini new moon is really harmonious for you. But again, it's going to bring all kinds of new energy, new connections. The Capricorn full moon is going to ask you to come into balance more. And the Mercury retrograde in Cancer is all about home, family, emotional security, what makes you feel good, and rebooting your deepest self. Find a way to go outside, be in nature, ground, find your roots in every possible way. Your lucky days are Aries, June 9th and 10th. And your affirmation is, I move forward with clarity, confidence, and calm focus. And Taurus, here we go. June highlights values, confidence, and self-worth. The Venus-Jupiter conjunction could bring up financial opportunity, but you have to watch that you don't overindulge and overspend as the Venus-Jupiter conjunction occurs on the 9th, and then Jupiter is still wrapping up its year-long sojourn through Cancer until the 30th. So you may find yourself overindulging during June because it feels so good. But you can use the Gemini new moon on the 14th to set new income goals and to really get organized. And then the Capricorn full moon brings expansion with you. Plan those trips, travel, consciousness, Taurus. You're going to have a consciousness reboot at that Capricorn full moon. And so you are in a pattern in June of financial growth, slow and steady, but you may be doing things differently than what you did leading up to this month to go the distance. And your lucky days, Taurus, are June 11th and 12th. Your affirmation is, I attract abundance by valuing myself fully. Again, this is a good one for all zodiac signs. I attract abundance by valuing myself fully. I hope you enjoyed this episode on the zodiac forecasts for June 2026. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Jill Jardine 2186. Check out my podcasts, audio podcasts on all major podcast platforms. And of course, all this information is the general stroke for your own personal energy update and energy analysis. Consult Jill Jardine, professional astrologer of over 35 years. So I use your Western astrology. I'm also a Vedic astrologer. I'm trained as a therapist. I'm an intuitive psychic professionally for 35 plus years. So, one reading, you're basically getting four modalities. So, check it out at jilljardine.com. And thank you for joining me for this June 2026 astrology forecast. June is a powerful bridge month between emotional healing and accelerated mental movement. So, make the most of it. This is Cosmic Seat with Jill Jardine signing out, sending healing vibrations through the quantum field.